Check it. Alright, yo, what is up? You are back for another video with Data Zero. In this video, we look at AMC and GME, our two favorite meme stocks. We also look at SPY. I do think a blow off top is coming for SPY, and a recovery is coming for AMC and GME. Now, guys, I cannot lie to you. In this video, it might sound a little bit bearish, but we are gonna see that movement to the upside as we see this thing start to recovery as early as tomorrow. But I gotta spit the facts to you, so we could see a little bit more downside, but we're gonna get into that in this video. But do not be discouraged. I called for all of this. This is exactly what you want to see for a healthy rally to the upside. You want to check support and resistance on the way up to be sure that you don't crash down to the downside. Now, we are looking extremely bullish, and we could see that recovery as early as tomorrow. But let's go ahead and hop in the charts, the facts, the data, and see what is next for AMC and GME stock. Back for another video with Data Zero. In this video, we're going to look at AMC, GME, our two favorite meme stocks. We're also looking at SPY, the overall stock market. Now, I know everyone thinks that we're getting into a new bull rally. I know everyone thinks that this is going to continue ever, but I want to keep you guys grounded in reality. Look at what we're looking at with the RSI. RSI is extremely overbought on the 4-hour time frame and on the daily time frame for SPY. This thing's about to absolutely top out and start to see downside immediately. As you guys can see, fear and greed index is moving into extreme greed. Again, you want to do the exact opposite of the herd. I know it's hard when everyone's like, new bull rally. The news is like, new bull rally, new bull run. Everyone FOMO in, but they are using these people for exit liquidity. If you go ahead and look at the news, you can find massive stories of insiders, CEOs, smart money, selling their positions at alarming rates while dumb money and retail are FOMOing into the market, about to be used as exit liquidity and get a rug pull like we have never seen. Guys, you always want to do the exact opposite of the herd, and this tells you everything you need to know. This is the time to be extremely fearful and be selling out of your positions, not financial advice. I do think the SPY is about to top out. As you guys can see, we're hitting our head in this overall ascending macro support and resistance of the bear flag, this marked in yellow. We are hitting our head on it and not able to get above. I have a price path marked for you guys in orange. As you guys can see, I think we're going to come back down, retesting this 430, 435, 433 region and start moving to the downside all the way to 426 and start seeing a overall topping pattern for SPY, breaking down from this ascending wedge marked in blue. So I do think we're going to come back inside this ascending wedge, start to get pullback and move to the downside. What I can see to confirm that is the indicators of the MACD. As you guys can see, MACD is getting that bearish cross on the 2-hour time frame. RSI is overbought on the 2-hour time frame, on the 4-hour time frame, and on the daily time frame. Also, if we go ahead and look at the if we go ahead and look at the Bollinger Bands, you guys will see that the Bollinger Bands are constricting on the 2-hour time frame. Again, that means a lot of volatility is coming. That means a big move is coming for this asset class, and I do think it's going to be to the downside because of RSI hitting this double top. As you guys can see, RSI hitting this double top, we're about to see a pullback to the downside. Also, we have that MACD cross to the downside on the bearish time frame for the 2-hour time frame. Let's go ahead and top on the MACD. You can see we're getting that bearish cross, and if you go ahead and look at the 4-hour time frame, it's going to transfer to the 4-hour time frame because you're about to get that bearish cross on the 4-hour time frame as well. You guys can see here we're about to get the bearish cross, and here we're about to get the bearish cross on the 4-hour time frame. Again, I think this is the top for SPY. We could see one more little pump to the upside, maybe hitting 440, getting an overall peak to the upside, but I think we're about to see pullback and an overall capitulation to the downside. Now, I do not want to say that's the start of the market crash because we want to confirm the bear flag to the downside for the market crash. That means we want to confirm this overall upsending yellow support. We want it to price to break down, hit the top of it, and then push to the downside for the overall bear flag to be confirmed, and that will be the beginning of the crash. And I do think AMC and GME are going to decouple from the market when this happens and start to move to the upside. As you guys see in all of my videos where I ask ChatGPT and do my own theories as well, several videos I've done on this and showed you guys without a doubt that a market crash will cause these stocks to squeeze. Now, When in doubt, zoom out. You guys can see we're in that macro bear flag again. This is telling us that we have more price targets to the downside. I have my price targets all the way at the COVID lows and highs, as crazy as that sounds. Also, if you go ahead and look at the overall psychology of the market, everyone thinks we need it to just cool off before the next rally. This is the complacency stage. Again, everyone thinks we're about to move into a new bull run, but it's about to get a massive rug pull, and you guys are about to be exit liquidity. Not you guys personally, but everybody who is FOMOing right now to the markets are about to be exit liquidity. Again, you never want to make emotional decisions like FOMO, and people are FOMOing right now and starting to be used as exit liquidity, as this massive rug pull like we have never seen. It's going to come to fruition here shortly. So that's what I'm looking at for the SPY for the short and long term. For SPY, I do think we're going to see an overall capitulation. I think we're probably going to consolidate for the next day or two and then start moving to the downside, making this overall rounded top and then push to the downside, and then overall in the macro move even lower here in the future. Let's go ahead and look at AMC and GME and see what we can look at on the short and long term and see what we have going on. Now, GME and AMC are extremely, extremely bullish. The bear or the bulls do not want to give up any ground at all. As you guys can see, GME is holding that 2550 level and holding it very, very strong. I did think we were going to come back down to all the way to $24. Retest this overall ascending macro support, as you guys can see, marked in turquoise or light blue. I thought we were going to come all the way down to this, and this is a possibility still. We could come all the way down to retest this, but it looks like we're getting in that recovery already, and we're going to see a recovery as early as Thursday. Now, I still am extremely bullish on this week, and I still am saying we're going to get a green weekly candle print for both of these stocks on this week, but we could have one more day of downside. Again, this is not a certainty, but we could have one more day of downside and then see that recovery on Friday. But it looks like the stocks are so bullish that we're about to get that recovery right now. Now, I want you guys to take note of the 4-hour time frame for GME. We are getting that bearish cross possibly on the 4-hour time frame, so this is something to keep note of. And I want you to keep note of this falling wedge resistance. As you guys can see, this falling wedge resistance, we might need to consolidate a little bit before popping to the upside, come back down, test its overall ascending macro support, and then absolutely rip to the upside when we do. As you guys can see, I'm going to make this price path marked in orange as the falling wedge breaks. Then we go ahead and retest this overall ascending macro support and resistance, use that as support, and launch to the upside. So there's a possibility for GME. If that does not happen, I do think we could get that recovery as early as tomorrow. If we get that recovery as early as tomorrow, you will see GME break this overall micro ascending support marked in yellow, use it as support, and then absolutely start pumping to the upside. Again, I think this is what everyone wants to see, but if we have to have a little bit more consolidation before ripping to the upside, that is not the end of the world. Again, you want the stocks to test support and resistance on the way up. That way, we know we are not going to come crashing back down. Once you start to understand stocks, you will start to love pullbacks. I know it's crazy. I know it sounds crazy, but you will start to love and look for these pullbacks to understand and feel safe about a healthy rally. And I feel really healthy about or safe about this rally because the way we are testing support and resistance on the way up. So again, we look extremely bullish, as crazy as that sounds, for GME stock. Again, we could get that recovery as early as tomorrow, but if not, we're going to see more downside coming back down to that 23 level, getting support off of that and then ripping to the upside. But again, it looks like we're trying to hold 25.25. Now let's go ahead and look at some of the fundamentals for GME and then move on to AMC. Now, GME stock, if it gets above that $30 level, here this week, we're going to see this thing go absolutely insane. Also, when in doubt, zoom out. We are in a overall micro uptrend. We have a higher low, a higher low, a higher low, a higher high, a higher high. What comes next? Another higher high. We are looking extremely good for GME. I want you guys to also take note of this gap fill that we have all the way at 24.25. Again, I do think we're going to come back down, retest this overall sloping macro resistance, and then absolutely rip to the upside. But we might not have to do that if we get that recovery as early as tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be really fundamental and really pivotal to see if we get this pop off of 25.25 and start moving to the upside, or if we have to consolidate a little bit more, come back down, retest support, and then start the moon rockets again. So that's what I'm looking at for GME on the short and long term. For the technicals, again, calls in the money at $80, 26,000 calls expiring at the money at $80. Again, I think the Moass is actually going to kick off once both of these stocks hit all-time highs. Shorts are going to start covering, things are going to start getting crazy. So the minimum these stocks are going to is all-time highs, in my personal opinion, and then the Moass starts after all-time highs. They are expecting all the way to $80 with the calls expiring in the money, and if we get above $30, the gamma will push us to those ranges very, very quickly. As you guys can see, there's 87,000 calls expiring in the money after $30, and we can see that as early as this week. Price time or times that I'm looking at for the potential movements of the upside are this week and next week. Again, I'm going to play this thing day by day. I'm not giving dates here on YouTube. I will on my Discord, but not here on YouTube. We're going to watch this thing day by day and watch the technicals each day and figure out what is next. Let's go ahead and look at AMC and see what we have going on for AMC on the short and long term. Both of these stocks are looking like they're setting up for the final move to the upside as we're making macro rounded bottoms and about to launch to the upside. Let's go ahead and look at AMC on the short and long term time frame, and then look at the fundamentals and see what we have going on for AMC stock. As you guys can see, AMC is looking extremely good. We are making this beautiful, beautiful rounded bottom, this beautiful cup and handle that I did say would probably form, and I did say that in my last video, this cup and handle that is forming right now as we speak. I called that in my last video. Go ahead and check that out if you would like. I dropped that video yesterday. It's doing very, very well. Check that out if you like. I called this cup and handle that you guys see now. We're getting that pullback that I did talk about to $4.80. RSI is resetting. Again, RSI is resetting for both of these stocks. This is exactly what you want to see for a healthy run to the upside. You can see that Bollinger Bands are starting to constrict here on the 2-hour time frame, telling us volatility is coming. It looks like AMC already wants to recover as well and see that recovery as early as tomorrow, but I would not be discouraged if I seen some consolidation throughout tomorrow or even the next day, and then a push to the upside as we make this overall micro cup and handle. Right here is your cup, right here is your handle, and again, this is going to take us to the breakout of $6.20. Once we break that $6.20 level, it is on and popping for AMC. The next level we need to look at is the golden zone at $8 to $12. Once we get above $8 to $12, you guys know the story. There's little support and resistance after those levels. Shorts are underwater. We're going to see AMC get very, very volatile very, very quick. This rounded bottom looks absolutely immaculate. As you guys can see, we're holding support on this micro ascending support here marked in yellow. We're holding that level as well. And again, we could see recovery as early as tomorrow. But if we have to consolidate and move to the side or move sideways for a day or two, that is not the end of the world. I want you guys to take note of the 1-hour time frame. It looks like we're working on a bullish cross on a 1-hour time frame, but we have that bearish cross on a 2-hour time frame. And again, it looks like we're working through all of these things. We're getting that 4-hour cross on the 4-hour time frame again to the bearish side. So if we see that consolidation for a day or two, not the end of the world. You want to test support and resistance on the way up to make sure you have a nice, healthy bull run. Let's go ahead and look at some of the fundamentals for AMC and the bar pattern as well, letting us know what is coming next. Now, again, it's calling for consolidation for the next couple of days. These are 4-hour candles, so this would not be a long time. This would be about 2-3 days. The time frame for the bullishness is this week and next week. Again, we're going to print that green candle for this week, but things are setting up for a massive, massive rally, as you guys can see here in the near future, making that rounded bottom, carving to the upside, and start ripping to that $16 level that I have been talking about. Again, this could happen as early as next week, but I'm not giving any dates here on YouTube. Let's go ahead and look at the fundamentals for AMC. AMC, look how they are using all of their short shares and not getting anywhere at all. As you guys can see, they had as many as 80 or 100,000 short shares as of 9 hours ago, 90,000 short shares as of 9 hours ago, using all of their ammo and not pushing us down at all. This is extremely bullish for a movement to the upside. You can also see that FTD is sitting at 2 million. FTD is sitting at 2 million. Again, when these FTDs are covered, it's going to be absolutely insane. We're going to see something like we have never seen before. We can see that cost of borrow is sitting at 107, 107. This is putting extreme pressure on the shorts. Every time we see cost of borrow run to the upside, it correlates with a rally, and we are starting to see cost of borrow start running to the upside. This is very obvious that we're about to see this thing break out and do something nasty. Price targets for me, in my personal opinion, are $10 to $16. I think we're going to see that very, very soon in the near future as we make that rounded bottom, start carving it out and move to the upside. As we make this micro cup and handle and break past that 620 level and start blasting to the upside again this week or next week, it could be as early as that. Guys, this is pretty much everything I have for you for AMC and GME. Again, we're making this beautiful cup and handle. We could see some downside for AMC. It looks like we're holding support here at $4.80. If we break 480, the price point that I'm looking for is 470, but it does not look like we're going to break 480. It looks like we're going to hold this level, consolidate, move to the side. Let's go ahead and give you guys a little bit of a polyline so you guys can see what I'm talking about, but basically consolidate for a day or two and then start ripping to the upside as that cup and handle forms. Move to that 620 level and then again move to the golden zone and absolutely start rocking off to all-time highs. Squeeze starts after all-time highs. Hopefully you found this video informative. If you did, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe for more content like this, and check out my channel for more videos on AMC, GME, and SPY stock. As always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out. That was the video. If you found it informative, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe for more content like this. Remember, you can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more Data Zero updates. Ask me about my Discord on Twitter, on Instagram, link down in the comment section below. It is $50 for a lifetime invite. I talk about my stocks, cryptos, trades all day long and have a great community there that you can be a part of. Go ahead and ask me about my Discord, message me on Instagram or Twitter. Or you can become a member of my channel, only $2.99 a month. $2.99 a month, cancel at any time. You get exclusive access to my channel, exclusive access to me, validation as a member on this channel, exclusive emotes, and a lot more perks as a member of this channel. We are building the Data Zero army. $2.99, cancel at any time. And I appreciate each and every one of you that watched to the end of this video and seen this message. I truly appreciate it. If you want to support me, go ahead and drop a comment, drop a like, or subscribe. That is a great way to support me for absolutely free, and I appreciate each and every one of you that do so. As always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.